Welcome. Today was an interesting day. Honestly, I enjoyed the action today. Today was some good action. Like you would have got some good play if you. It was very nice to see compared to all the recent days that we have gotten. So that was good to see. At least the AM was good, and I felt like there was plenty of opportunity today. I felt like there was plenty of opportunities today, and I felt like today was one of the better days that we've seen in the past week. Anyways, we're gonna get right into it. Kind of go over what really happened today. So on S&P ski, I was bullish coming into today. Yo, what's good, Luca? I was very bullish coming into today, just because we had all this resting buy side. I want to call on Discord. Maybe. I got some things I gotta do, but maybe. Anyways, we had all this resting liquidity up here, and I really thought that we were gonna head up here. I really thought that we were gonna head up here today, but we kind of opened overnight session. We dumped, and I didn't really like to see that we dumped so hard in the overnight session. So I was a little bit cautious, and I guess I should have been more attentive to this dump in the overnight session. I kind of disregarded it in my bias, but I still thought that we were going to be bullish today. I still thought that we had a possibility to get bought up all the way up here, which is kind of unreasonable, knowing that we dropped this much in the overnight session. I think that that's a little bit unreasonable. So once I see this big drop, I should be like, yeah, maybe it's not that likely that we're gonna take out this liquidity today. But say if we still held if we still held like around here in this level, and then market opens, we do something like this, then that can tell me that we for sure want to head to this buy side. At some point, we probably will end up coming to this buy side area, but it just wasn't the right timing for it. And with this dump, I just need to get better with my bias and be like, yeah, maybe we did dump this much in the overnight session to where, yeah, it might not be that realistic that we're gonna come back and rebalance here. And then let's look at the 4 hourly. We kind of have all these imbalances, and I'm likely seeing that we're probably gonna retrace down to this 4 hour imbalance, straight into equilibrium. This is straight into equilibrium within this range, and that's where I think we're probably gonna end up tomorrow, is straight within this equilibrium range. But I'm kind of just gonna go over all the trades that I took today. I took four. I took like, I'll say I took 3 trades today. I took 3 trades today. Were all of them great? No. Okay, the first one. So here's where my head is at. So this is a very early trade, and I might make a rule to where, at least until I'm like confident, until I gain confidence, I don't really necessarily want to be taking a trade near market open. I don't want to. I don't want to anymore. And why am I? I thought I converted to New York time. But anyways, right when market opened, pretty much, this was like 5 minutes into market open. We have this breaker, and then we have this fair value gap. And then I decided to enter here because we have all this resting liquidity up here. And I am suspecting that we will head towards this buy side. My stop wasn't at this low. It was actually like kind of like right here, which I don't like either, honestly. I don't like how I didn't have my stop at a low. I kind of had it like right here. And that just doesn't look too pretty. That just doesn't look too pretty, you know? And we had an SMT at this low at the time, and at the time it kind of looked nice. We took out this sell side level, but we really, why wait, did we take that out? No, we didn't. This was the stop rate. Once you see this big displacement up, this wouldn't necessarily be a bad. This wouldn't necessarily be a bad. Long in opportunity, kind of internal model here. Take the fair value gap. Stop can be like probably there. Target that high. But yeah, this breaker fair value gap just wasn't the greatest. Why? Right near market open. Right near market open. The confluence on this aren't bad. We have S&T at lows. We just swept sell side. We had displacement up. Like, we got displacement up. We created fair value gap in that breaker. We have this generated buy side up here. But I think that this might be too zoomed in as well. Let's look over. So, let me see. I think I'm too zoomed in at market open. Let me head to the 5 minute right now. Let's see. Although this trade does look good on the internal model, I feel like it is a little bit too zoomed in. And honestly, I was liquidity here. Like, we just had a stop rate and then we went higher. Like, my draw is correct. Like, good on me for analyzing the draw. The draw was accurate. That was a good draw on liquidity. We had that draw. We knew it was probably likely going to be this high, and look exactly what we did. We stop rate, and then we get displacement up. We get a fair value gap, and then we also get another breaker block. Like, on the 5 minute, I saw this in real time, and I actually entered here. I did. I ended up entering with my stop all the way up here, but it wasn't like that at the time. I didn't really have faith in this play. I felt negative emotion once we dropped here, so I'm like, I'm just going to exit. Why am I in a trade when I have negative emotion? I shouldn't be in a trade if I have negative emotions. And I think that this trade is just, it's pretty unrealistic. I mean, I guess we don't really know, but the market doesn't need to run all the way to this high. I'm trying to get too much here. And that's been a common theme for me, is I try to get too much. I try to get too much out of my trades. I need to start getting the low-hanging fruit. Remember, all we need is 5 to 10 minutes. 5 to 10, sorry. All we need is 5 to 10 points. That's all we need. I don't need to catch, how many points is this? 5074 to 5093. That's 40 points on That's 40 points on ES. Personally, I'd wait at least 10 minutes in the market open. They were awesome. Yeah, 100%. And this is where I went wrong today. I'm not opposed to taking trades at open, but this was the manipulation. Stopping out these traders stopped me out, and then we're running to buy side. We maybe something might look a little bit better here. Let's look at Nasdaq at the time. Did I miss anything? Was there? Okay. So right at open. Let's go on. Let's stay a little bit zoomed out. So I enter a trade right here. I entered a trade on ES when NQ was like this. When NQ was like this. Wait, is that? Was that Tuesday? Are you kidding? I was looking at yesterday. $9.30. ES doesn't, or NQ doesn't look terrible, but we're coming down here. We're sweeping out buyers, and then we're heading higher to take out this. So I mean, that's not. I was too attached to my bias. I wasn't really able to adapt. I was too married to the long bias. Just because I have a long bias going into the day doesn't mean I can only see longs. Doesn't mean I can only look for bullish PD arrays. Doesn't mean I can only look at like 5 minute imbalances to the upside. That does not correlate to that. That means I'm still analyzing the charts like normally, but I know that the external draw on a higher time frame is likely to be bullish. And this big sell-off here, this should be a big red flag. Overnight, we have a big sell-off. Big sell-off. This should be a big red flag to me that maybe we might not want to take this buy side first. Maybe we want our draw to be lower, and that's what it was today. I mean, yes, we had internal swept here, and this trade this trade wasn't bad. Back to this trade. This trade honestly isn't a bad trade, but say I put my stop down here. Let's just do like a 1.4 risk reward. Like, why do we need to catch all of this? Let's just catch this. Let's just catch what we're confident in. We know that price is going to head to this. We now have two equal highs. We now have two equal highs here. So why am I trying to catch all the way up here, bro? I don't know that the market's for sure gonna go up here. This is too much. This is too much, and I've repeated this mistake before. So I'm not learning from it. I'm trying to catch too much. And although like I am bullish on higher time frames, and I think that we're likely to head towards this on higher time frames, bro, just take the fillet. Just take the fillet. Bro, don't go meat chasing at the market. We all know that. But I'm chasing the whole meat market. I'm getting a little distracted here. But just take this. This, if I can repeat this over and over again, that's all I need, bro. That's all I need. And if I'm confident and if I'm comfortable with taking this trade over and over again, then what do you think was going to happen? What do you think? What do you think is going to happen when I really dial into just this? I don't need... What is this? 5075? This is 4 points on ES. 4 points. 4 points on ES, bro. This is 4 points. Alright. And then I took two more trades after this. And then this trade is good. Or this model is good, the trade is not. This model is good, the trade is not. I'll tell you why. So we come up, we sweep internal. This is actually beautiful. This is beautiful. This is gorgeous. We put in a high. We sweep internal. Or I mean, I guess this is external in the 1 minute. But then we sweep internal liquidity. Then we get displacement through a low here. And then take that fair value gap. The entry should have been here. I didn't recognize it. Like a lot of my trades, I don't recognize it when it's happening. I only recognize it like as it's already happened. Once it's already happened, I'm able to recognize it, which is already improvement, which I'm glad to see. But just right now, my eyes aren't trained to see this in the moment. And I need to be scanning and looking for this because everything's hindsight. Like, this is all super clear looking back on this. Like, oh, you should have bought here. Or, oh, you should have sold here. Oh, I should have bought here. I should have sold here. I should have bought here. I should have sold here. I should have bought here. I should have sold here. I should have sold here. I should have bought here. I should have sold here. I should have bought. Like, it's all hindsight. But this is a nice model. And although we do break above this fair value gap just a tick, where are we rebalancing to? That order block. Could have taken that order block. I did end up actually. So I didn't get really filled well on this. I kind of entered a little bit late because I was logged out to my TradeAvate account, but I had this opened up. I'm like, this is a market maker sell model. We sweep external, we get internal swept, we have displacement lower, fair value gap. Like this is a good entry, and I enter in on this order block, but at the time this is actually a fair value gap too, or kinda. But this is, I feel like it's not as acceptable here as it would be up here. Like, this is a lot better entry than this right here. Although this honestly isn't bad. This isn't bad. Like, this is decent. And what I was really looking for is we had this low right here nestled in this 5 minute imbalance, which I really liked. I really liked this. That we had this low nestled in this imbalance. I knew that price was probably going to draw to here at some point. I really liked that. I really did. And then we actually ended up selling off. And then we get bought back up. And then this is when I'll go over the last trade. So I'm still bullish bias here. And so where I'm at, like, I fully understand everything that's going on. We still have SMT at lows. I'm still bullish. We now get displacement up, and I was really looking at this. Was it on ES? I feel like I took it on NQ. Yeah, I took it on NQ. But like we have a unicorn set up here. We had a stop raid. Whatever. This was another SMT after this larger time frame SMT. So I fully understand what's happening right now. And I know that we already took buy side. And it's probably less probable. But I like that ES had left this equal high. I did like that ES left this equal high. We also had liquidity up here that we never took. And we also have resting liquidity up here. This honestly isn't a bad trade. I'm able to walk away from this trade, but just what I don't like is that NQ already took buy side. This is simply just an SMT up here. This is just an SMT at the highs. I'm just not noticing it. Or I am noticing it. I'm just not putting it into practice. Like, this is simply... Let's see. Wait. Actually, it isn't. Actually, this isn't even SMT. But we end up taking buy side, so anything trying to take a high is less probable. And I'm taking this trade on NQ when if I'm seeing this model needs to play out on ES. But this is a very nice model. This is exactly what you want to see. So I was really looking at this. I was eyeing this. And also another thing that was bad with this trade is that we had speed coming into this. Ideally, if I'm looking to long, and if I think that we actually are going to run that high, I'm going to redo this. I want to see a little bit of chop. I want to see us chop a little bit. Or at least go to this PD array a little bit slower. A little bit slower on this PD array. I mean, we initially end up kind of holding it, and then we just sell off. My stop was just slow, and I got stopped out. Took another loss. It wasn't a outstanding day, but I feel like I learned a lot today, and that's good. That's good. I'll pull up my TraderVate just to show you guys. Oh, it doesn't show you my. Minus 91. That's what I lost after 4 trades. Which the one win I did end up having wasn't very big. That didn't really help. It would have been better if I got filled better, or if I entered at the right time. But overall, I'm not disappointed with today. I'm coming on to today with something, experience gain, knowledge gain, and that is good. That is good. Overall, for how I'm feeling and how I'm going to game plan this is that for my demo account, I'm still going to be... I'm going like back and forth on this idea. I don't love it. Like, I want to be more strict with what I'm taking. I want to be more strict with the trades that I'm taking. But I think that it is good, and it is nice to take more than one trade, or to take like 4 trades. I'm able to sample test all this, see where my head was at going into it, and bro, like even if I'm not going to actually take the trade, even if I'm not going to actually be in a trade, like just having this up here, like while I'm seeing it live, just to test my idea, isn't bad. Isn't bad. And I like that. And let's. I did also like that I was live for 5 hours 42 minutes. That was insane. For now on, really, I want to be live pretty much all day. That is my goal. I want to be live all day. I don't have to be live for the entirety of the session. It doesn't have to be the whole session, but they at least need to be 5 hours. At least, bro. Especially if I'm trying to get market exposure. Especially if I'm trying to get better with this. Like I need to be looking at the market more. I need to be here. I need to be reading my thoughts more. My bias going in the day, bullish. Was it correct? No. Was it? No. Trades that I took 4 trades. Again, not awful trades. not awful trades, but my first loss, I'm not mad about my first loss. In that second trade, I'm just disappointed in my mindset going into the trade, or because I didn't even have that trade up, but I'm like, bro, this setup does look good. This model does look nice. I think we're gonna get bought up to buy side here, but my take profits are so high. Like, why am I trying to catch that big of a move? Possible setups that I missed today? Not really. I was on the charts all day, and I mean, besides pretty much saying that I missed that first initial entry off that sell, but I'm kind of happy with that sell that I had. It was decent. It was a market maker sell model perfectly. I took what I was confident in, and that's what happened. What could I have done better? Again, be more adaptable. Be more adaptable with my bias. I don't have to be married to my bias. I don't have to. I just have to be able to be adaptable. And that's what will yield me results if I'm able to be adaptable. What did I do good? Again, ability to take loss. I was able to take 3 losses today, and I really wasn't letting that affect my mental that much. Reflection on the day, I feel like it was a decent day. Again, not the greatest day. There will be better days out there, but I feel like today was a very valuable day. I was able to learn a lot. I was able to kind of grow, definitely grow as a trader, and I'm not dissatisfied with the trade. Like, I'm going out of today with kind of a W mindset. Like, this was a decent day. What I do outside the markets to improve today? Honestly, bro, I haven't really done a whole lot outside the markets. I've pretty much just been live all day, and then I went for a good run. The run was better than usual, honestly, and it was longer than usual, which is nice. Shows that, like, I was kind of feeling it today. My bias going into tomorrow. Honestly, I think that we might. It fully depends on what is going on in the overnight session, but I think that we should rebalance into this 4 hour imbalance. That's kind of what I'm thinking. This is straight into equilibrium. That's where I think the next draw is. We still have all this unleft buy side, so if we bounce at any point in time up here, say we open up tomorrow around here, we do something like this. Like, I'm gonna be bullish, but say we do something like this, I might be a little bit bullish too. But if tomorrow morning session we do something like this, I'm expecting us to draw down here. Again, this is that daily fair value gap that I think that we still need to rebalance into. Okay. What should I be doing but I'm not doing? What should I be doing but I'm not doing? Streaming longer. I really realized that today, that I need to be streaming longer. I need to be on here. There's honestly no reason for me not to be doing this. What do I have to lose from being on the markets all day? I know sometimes it can be a little bit taxing. I know sometimes that I might want to get off. Sometimes I might want to, end the stream. Like, sit in front of a camera for like 5 to 6 hours. Sometimes isn't. Like, sitting in front of a camera for 5 to 6 hours at a time can be draining. But how bad do I really want this? How bad do I want this? What am I willing to do to get this? How bad do I really want this? I have to sit there and I have to be real with myself. How bad do I want this? How much work am I willing to put in? How much work am I willing to put in? Am I doing the bare minimum, or am I letting myself get past with much less than I am capable of? Or am I pushing myself? Am I getting more on myself? Am I really sitting there in front of the mirror at the end of the day? Am I feeling accomplished about that day? I would say after today, yes, 100%. After today, yes, 100%. When I look in the mirror at the end of the day, I will be proud of today. And I will be happy that today happened. And I won't feel like I'm going backwards. I feel like I'm going forwards, because I'm really putting effort into this. Because in order to be great, you gotta sacrifice. In order to be great, you have to sacrifice. What does that look like? Maybe I have to sacrifice some friendships. Maybe I have to sacrifice temporary fun. Maybe I have to sacrifice nights out with the boys. Maybe I have to do that for now. But in order for doing all this, missing out on temporary fun, I'm building
my empire. I'm building myself up. I'm building my brand. I'm building all these things. And then in 5 to 10 years, when people ask me, how did you do it? What did you do to get there? They're not seeing all these nights and all these days that I miss out on this temporary fun. They're not seeing the nights when I'm grinding. They're not seeing that. They're just seeing the result. And like, bro, how do you do that? I'm like, what do you mean? You were partying. I was out here working. You were to have a good time with the boys. I'm out here I'm out here working. You're out here eating out. I was out here at my home sticking to my meal plan. And that's my mentality. Like I don't care. I don't care what happened in the past. I don't care what happened to me in the past. I don't care about that, bro. All I care is about me rewriting my story. All I care about is me going ahead in the future. Like, am I really gonna let my past define me? No, bro. I'm not gonna let my past define me. Nothing in my past really matters. It matters what I go going forward. Am I able to learn from my past behaviors, or am I still submitting to my same mistakes and my same mindset that I was having when like 2 weeks earlier? Or am I shifting? Am I evolving? Am I evolving? Am I learning? Are you learning? At the end of the day, are you learning? Or are you letting your limiting beliefs, or are you staying strict to the beliefs and ideas that you've always had? Because you're not able to grow, you're not able to adapt. This game is about being adaptable. You know, things aren't always gonna go what you think is going to happen. Random things might pop up. We might drop 100 points overnight session that you weren't expecting. How are you able to adapt? Maybe you had this whole game plan and then certain things start getting disrespected. What are you gonna do going forward? Are you not gonna trade? Are you going to readjust, readapt, refine your game plan? Like, are you adaptable? Because I know plenty of profitable traders that are adaptable. That's why they're profitable. And that's what I struggled with today. Being adaptable. So I struggled with yesterday. Being adaptable. Not being caught up in my bias. It is nice to have your bias, but don't get married to it. Like, be able to shift your bias. If you see evidence, again, we are constantly searching for evidence. We are looking for evidence throughout the day. We're looking at evidence to support our claim, to support our belief. And if we don't have the evidence to attach that to a trade and to put risk onto that trade, then we shouldn't be trading it. Say the evidence is slanted towards the other side, you shouldn't be trading it. Simple. You gotta simplify it, bro. You're looking for evidence. You're looking for clues. You're looking for check boxes. That's all you're doing, bro. That's all you're doing. You're looking for evidence. We are investigators. We're trying to solve mysteries, or I wouldn't say that. We're trying to solve a puzzle that is right in front of us, and we have building blocks that will help us. That's all we're doing, bro. That's all we're doing. That is all we're doing, and I'm excited for the weeks to come, bro. I really am. The live streams, I just appreciate you guys so much. The live streams have been so much better, or not even better, but they've just been so much enjoyable. Like I love getting on there and I have a chat there, bro. It's insane. Like y'all are going crazy. Like it came to a point where like I'm not even able to read this. It's going so fast. And what do you think that chat's gonna look like 2 weeks from now? I know what it looked like 2 weeks ago. What do you think it's gonna look like two weeks from now? Cause imagine I'm streaming longer, and I really want to get to the top of this. I really want to get to the top of this. When I see these other live streamers, one, they're probably not in there every single day. Two, they're probably not going to be streaming as long as I am. And three, they're probably not putting as much like effort as I am. But maybe they are. Maybe they are. And if they are, like I try to match that. I try to match that. And that's my goal. That's my goal. Right now, I don't want to constantly be comparing, bro. But when you're trying to get to the top and you see other people outworking you, what do you have to do? You gotta outwork all those other people. You have to outwork, and sometimes outworking doesn't mean putting more hours in. I can outwork someone by working smarter than them. At a certain point in time, bro, you can't be thinking that you're working harder than someone because you're putting more hours. I can easily outwork you just by using leverage. Like, I think Warren Buffett made more dividends than the owner of Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett didn't do any work in that company, bro. He used leverage. That's how he got there. I'm excited for tomorrow's live stream. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be fantastic. Anyways, I think I'm gonna head out of here. I gotta make some content. I gotta read. I gotta get after it. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. We're serious about this. I'm letting you know, bro. I'm serious about this. I really want this. I want this so bad. And I can't just say I want this. I have to show you guys. Or not even show you guys. I don't really care to show off to you guys, but I'm gonna be putting in work. Simple, bro. Simple. Like, this is my life. I gotta take it up a notch. Right when I thought I was putting in enough work, I gotta outwork that. I gotta outmatch that. I have to. It's a necessity. And a day like today, even though I took 3 losses, I still don't think it was a bad day. Honestly. But I hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your day. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow for the live trading session.